Namaste, welcome to this end of summer yoga practice. I hope you have all had a nice summer and are still enjoying the tail end of the beautiful summer weather. So we're gonna begin just sitting tall and allowing the attention to arrive in this moment. Let's close the eyes and rest the hands comfortably on the legs, joining pointer fingers and thumbs lightly together. Welcoming yourself into the practice, acknowledging what is happening in the inner space of your being. Noticing any sensations, feelings, thoughts. And bring awareness to your breath and watch air coming in through the nose and out through the nose. Allowing rib cage, upper belly to expand as you breathe in. A slight contraction in the low belly, breathing out through the nose, getting empty. Inhale, fullness. Watch it happening, the expansion. Exhale, that slight contraction in the lower abdominals to encourage all air out, any stagnation. Keep watching. Each breath anchors you into this moment, into your body. Refining your perception. You may notice the mind getting more grounded as well, simply by watching yourself breathing, letting the breath happen. The exhalation detoxifies body and mind. We let go of all that is non-serving with each out-breath. And the inhalations bring in freshness, vitality, expansion. We'll remain connected to breath throughout the entire practice. We'll start movement now. Inhaling, arms circle wide, reach them up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands together into the heart space. And create your intention for practice. What would you like to attract? How do you want to feel? Welcome what you want to attract. Imagine yourself already feeling that way. And then we'll chant the sound of Om together once as if sending this intention out into the universe so it may support us. Deep breath in. Interlace the fingers. Press your palms forward, extending your arms round your spine, and take a deep breath in here. Stay as you exhale. Relax the shoulders a little more, contract the belly. One more breath in this rounded back. Inhale into the upper back, the space between the shoulder blades. And stay as you get empty. Then raise the arms up, overhead, palms facing sky. And on the exhale, bend the elbows outward. Straighten the arms again, breathing in. Lean over to the left, breathing out. Center, inhale. Over to the right, exhale. Inhale up. Arms open out. Exhale, interlace hands behind the hips and take a deep breath, extending the arms. Inhale into chest. Chin stays into chest. As you exhale, the back of the neck long. From here, release the hands and let's meet in Balasana, child's pose. So coming onto hands and knees. Sitting back onto heels, knees can stay wide apart so torso can come closer to ground. And extend the arms forward by head. Letting the forehead rest on something. Attention to Ajna Chakra, third eye center, right between the eyebrows. Breathe in clarity without any mental clutter, confusion, doubt. One more breath here. And stay exhaling fully. With the fingers spread wide, make your way forward onto hands and knees. Curl the toes under. Downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Feel free to move around, hips side to side, bending one knee at a time. Or just stay still. What do you need right now? Keep all the awareness inward. Refining your ability to stay with whatever it is that is happening in your experience of this moment. The next inhalation, glide forward into plank pose. Stay in plank. Press the inner heels back, reach your chest forward, neck stays long and the upper back broad. Inner legs are engaging. We'll take one more breath here. Then lower the knees and move hips in circles. Inviting a sense of fluidity into the practice. Connecting to the element water. Water that flows through rigidity, through obstacles, through stones, finding its way. Move the opposite way with the hips, let the shoulders, the neck, and the head be free to move as well. then pause in center and returning to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Bring your big toes close to each other. Inhale, elevate your right leg straight up. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose, rounding your spine, variation of plank. Extension of the leg, inhale, high up. Exhale, draw the knee forward, contract the belly. Inhale, lift the leg. Bring it forward, exhale, knee towards nose. Inhale one more time. Exhale, bring it in, stay here, and then extend your right leg so you come into a plank again. Bring weight onto the left hand, turn the body right, and reach the arm up, side plank. Flex your feet, left hip away from the floor and far away from the left armpit. Now if you like, lift your right leg up. Keep flexing the feet, keep engaging the inner legs, just like in a regular plank. Easy breathing, one more. Exhale, come on down into plank and downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bring your feet close together, big toes close. Left leg straight up, breathe in. Knee forward into chest, breathe out. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze. One more time, lift the left leg. Exhale, draw the knee into nose, pause. Keeping shoulders on top of wrists, straighten the left leg back. Roll onto the right hand, right foot, left foot stacks over, left arm reaches up. Press into the finger pads, right hip away from armpit, away from floor, left leg can float. Smoothly breathing through any difficulty, challenge, keeping that steady mind. One more breath. Left hand goes down. We're returning to Adho Mukha Svanasana. The feet can stay hip distance now. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down to the belly. Slowly, elbows into waist. Tops of the feet on the floor, little cobra, lift the heart. Stay here. Avoid toes pointing outward. They're pointing straight back. Hands can lift off the floor. And as you press pubic bone down and engage the lower abs, reach the arms out. Keep neck long and take one more breath here into a variation of Bhujangasana. Then lower the nose towards floor, hands close to low ribs, elbows up, curl the toes. Push up into plank or knees. Downward dog. Lifting up the heels, breathe in. Breathe out to bend the knees, look forward and step your feet between the hands. Come to flat back. Full down and stay. Hold on to elbows or forearms. Once again, you've got a choice to stay still or to sway. The closer the feet, the more challenging to stay balanced. Spread your toes wide. If you're looking for more stability, especially if you're swaying, the feet can be hip distance apart. If you're still, the big toes can stay close together. Neck is long, breath is easy. Shoulders away from ears as we take another couple breaths in Uttanasana. As the hands come down towards earth, we bend the knees slightly and roll up spine, coming to stand in mountain, shoulders up, back and down. Getting grounded through feet, join hands together at the heart space. Remember your intention. Remember the feeling that you want to attract, keep it alive to inform your choices. We'll prepare to flow into sun salutations. Before we do so, let's honor the solar deity Gayatri with the Gayatri mantra. Inhale. Om Bhuva Swaha Tatsavitu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimani Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. Surya Namaskar A. Circle the arms. Inhale big sun energy all around. Bow to that radiance. Exhale. Inhale halfway up. Look ahead. Hands to earth. Step or hop back. Bend elbows. Chaturanga Dandasana with control. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, lift the chest. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Be with your breath. It's all that matters now. Give it all your attention, your commitment to be present. It's yoga. With the next inhalation, lift the heels up. Exhale, bend the knees, look ahead, step or hop. Flat back, inhale. Fold over legs, exhale, bend the knees to roll up. Circle the arms, inhale, reach the sky. Exhale, back into heart. Again, circle wide, Padahastasa, breathe in. Fold over legs. Breathe out, Uttanasana. Ardha Uttanasana, look ahead. Hands to floor, step or hop back, bend elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Keep breathing smoothly, watching the fullness of the inhalations and the emptiness of the exhalations. Next time you breathe in, lift up the heels. Breathe out, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop. Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Uttanasana, exhale. Roll up, circle arms. Inhale, Urdhva-hastasana. Exhale, Samastiti. Bend your knees, touch your fingertips to earth by your feet. Keep the hips low, Utkatasana, raise the arms up. Stay here in the fierce pose. Exhale, stay. Inhale, lift the chest a little more, keep the arms by the head. And stay as you exhale, a little more weight onto heels, inner heels. Inhale, last breath in Utkatasana. Containment of the low ribs. Exhale, fold over legs, extending the legs. Step the right foot back, lower knee to floor. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, raise arms overhead. Open the arms out, shoulder height on the exhale. Now reaching forward, right arm over left for Garudasana arms, touching palms. Lift the elbows as you breathe in. Soften the shoulders as you breathe out. Cultivate that fullness in the low back with just a slight tuck of the tailbone. So no jamming in the lumbar area of the spine. Stay here, opening the front of the right hip, stretching out the shoulders. Last breath. As we release the hands, we'll touch the earth once again. Curl the right toes under, straighten that leg. Stabilize, interlace hands behind hips, extend the arms, and lift up the chest. With the torso upright, we'll lower the right heel to floor, toes point out. Lift the chest a bit more, breathe in. Chest forward, left shoulder inside of left knee as you breathe out, top of head down. Reach the arms skyward, extending the elbows as best you can. And avoid sticking the hips to the left. Outer left hip towards the back foot. Anchor down the outer right foot and take another breath. From here, reach the chest forward, lower the hands down, come back to the ball of the right foot. Step the right foot forward a little bit so you can extend both legs into pyramid legs. The feet don't have to be in the same line. They can be sort of hip distance apart. Reach your chest forward and fold over the left leg. The right toes are still pointing a little bit to the right. And draw the outer left hip back. Not a lot of weight on the hands. You can even challenge yourself by taking the hands to the left shin or left foot for an extra balancing challenge. Can you bring 50% of the weight into the right foot? Last breath. Lower the hands. Big step back into lunge again on the ball of the right foot. Make a fist with the right hand to hip, gaze over left shoulder, and extend that left arm up. Energize left fingers like a sun in your left hand, from the palm shining out, radiating beautiful energy out into the world. Take one more breath. The waist on the left side is nice and long. Then lower the left hand down. Step into plank. Breathe in. Lower halfway or all the way. Breathe out. Breathe out. Lift the chest. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. A full inhalation. Observe the two sides of the body. We've done quite a bit on one side only. Before we even it out, notice differences. One more breath. Contraction in the lower abdominals to exhale completely. Bend knees, look forward, step or hop, flat back, breathe in. Breathe out, Uttanasana. Bend the knees, lift up the chest, Utkatasana, arms by the head. Stay here, containment in the low ribs, long neck, open heart. Just one more breath. Stay, exhaling fully. Pop up, extend the legs, lift chest, inhale. Exhale, hands at heart. Bending the knees again, touch the floor by the feet slightly. Keep the hips low, inhale, lift the arms. Fold over legs, exhale, Uttanasana. Left foot back, knee to floor, Anjaneyasana. Raise the arms. Stay, exhaling fully. Take another breath, inhale. Arms open wide, exhale. Reaching forward, left arm is on top. Garudasana arms, lift the elbows, soften the shoulders. Remember the outer right hip stays down. We're connected to breath. Soften facial expression. And take one more deep breath in. Exhaling fully, touching the earth. Curl the left toes, straighten that leg, stabilize. Interlace hands behind hips, opposite thumb on the outside. Extend the elbows and lift the torso. shoulders on top of pelvis. Left heel down, toes out. Press into the outer edge of that left heel, lift up chest. Prepare for humble warrior. Chest forward, right shoulder inside of knee, top of head down. The arc in the back foot is lifted. The outer right hip stays back, maintaining the waist long. One more breath here. As you lower hands down, we'll step the left foot forward just a bit to extend both legs, pyramid legs, chest forward, breathe in. Folding over the right leg on the exhalation. Light on the hands, equal weight on feet. Maybe the hands come to right shin, right foot. You could of course be using blocks, stones under your hands. Be where you are. Last breath. Chest reaches forward. We'll move back into lunge position, bending the front knee. Fist with the left hand, right hand to hip, twisted lunge. Extension in the right arm. Sun shining from the palm of the hand out through your fingers. Pass on your energy. Let it touch others. Let them feel loved. Let them feel that they are seen. Take one more breath. Lower your hand, plank, inhale, chest forward for Chaturanga, elbows into waist, exhale, inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. As we return into this pose, downward facing dog, notice how each experience is unique, it's always different. Be with it. Exhale completely. Bend the knees. Look forward. Step or hop. Flat back. Inhale. Fold down. Exhale. Bend the knees. Utkatasana. Lift the chest. Lift the arms. Stay as you exhale. Bring your hands into the heart space. From here, let's lift the heels up in the air. Keep pressing the big toes down, strongest of the toes. That's where you want most weight. And then can you sit down onto the heels, modify as needed, lift up the chest and stay balancing. Keep pressing down the big toes, lifting the heart with the neck long and the face smiling. Relax the gaze. From here, take your hands over to the right side. Spread the fingers wide. Draw the elbows towards your right waist. So right elbow towards right waist and the left elbow towards the middle of your right thigh. Then as you reach your chest forward and draw the knees high up into the outer left shoulder, bringing your weight onto the upper arms, keep reaching your chest forward and your feet will lift up. Neck is long. The wide hands are really key to help you balance here. The wider the base, the more stability. Take one more breath. And return your feet down. Come back to center. And extend both legs, chest forward. Fold over your legs. The feet can be hip distance apart. Let's interlace hands behind the head, not in the neck, just in the back of the skull. Keep the elbows towards each other. Very gentle pressure of the forearms into temples. Neck is long. Relax the shoulders. Feel free to bend the knees and take one more breath. Then release your hands down. And for the next side, I'm just going to turn around so you can see me better. Inhale, chest forward. If you need a visual, exhale, bend your knees, sit on your heels, lift up the chest. Let's begin by balancing, and maybe you want to stay here. Maybe you are not moving into the arm balance today, or perhaps you're just trying a preparation, beginning by placing the hands on the floor. That's step number one, the first krama, the first stage. So when you're ready, if you want to move into the arm balance, you bring your hands now over to the left side. Spread the fingers wide. And then drawing the left elbow towards the outside of your left hip. That's the anchor point. And then the right elbow to the kind of the middle of your left thigh, or more towards the knee. You see what works for you. And as you reach your chest forward, draw the knees high up into the outer right shoulder. And then keep reaching your chest forward, and your feet will float. Easy breathing, keep reaching the chest forward, keep the neck long, press into the finger pads. The middle of the hands don't have to be touching the floor. They're like little suction cups. From here, you can lower the feet back down. Bring the torso forward again, extend the legs, chest forward, feet parallel, hip distance. Fold over the legs, and this time slide your palms underneath your feet for Padahastasa. So you're actually stepping on your hands. The toes are close to wrists. You can move your toes up and down for a bit of a massage here for the wrists. Bend the knees as much as needed. Keep the top of head down and take another couple breaths in this variation of Uttanasana, Padahastasa actually. Pada meaning feet and hastas meaning hands, so the padas are over the hastas, your feet are over your hands. Release the hands from under your feet, hastas from under your padas. Bend your knees a bit, roll up spine. Tadasana. Find your ground, that stability of a mountain. Another standing vinyasa. Inhale, circle arms, reach up high. Exhale, fold over legs. Step the right foot back, heel to floor, Virabhadrasana 1, inhale. Virabhadrasana 2, exhale. Inhale, left arm up, right hand down. Exalted warrior. Exhale, side angle, Parshva Konasana, left forearm to thigh, right arm overhead in line with the right leg. You're welcome to move into the variation of your choice, of course, always. Maybe taking a bind with the left arm under the leg, the right hand behind. The fingers are interlacing just to the outside of the left hip. Keep the waist long on the left side and the heart open. Just one more breath here. Cervical spine is long. Perhaps twisting as you look skyward. And then from here, as you release the hands, left hand can come to floor, foot or leg, as we extend the left leg for Trikonasana, right arm up. The left hand is light. Maybe it's not touching anything. And you just have the back of the hand touching your shin. Or maybe your hand is touching the floor, but it's all light. There's no weight there. The core is supporting you here. The legs are strongly supporting you, stabilizing you. Just one more breath. It's the last one. From here, we'll rebend the left knee, bring the hands down and move into a plank. Inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, lift the right leg high up. Step your foot between the hands as you exhale, left heel to floor. Virabhadrasana 1, raise the arms. Virabhadrasana 2, open and wide. Inhale, right arm up, left hand down. Parshvakonasana, exhale. Stira, Muskoka, deem the variation of your choice. Long right waist. Easy breathing. From Parshvakonasana, we move into Trikonasana, extending the bottom leg, left arm reaching up. Lightness in the right hand. Last breath. Bending the right leg, both hands to earth, step into plank, inhale, chest forward, Chaturanga, exhale. Urdhva Mukha, inhale. Adho Mukha, exhale. Inhale the left leg up, step the foot forward on the exhale and the right foot forward on the inhale. Fall down, exhale, bend the knees, we'll roll up this time, circle around, inhale high, exhale Namaskar. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up. We'll sit down on the exhale, bend the knees and sit down however you can. Lift up your feet, shins parallel to floor. The knees can stay bent for Navasana or you can extend the legs. Keep lifting up the chest with the neck long. Squeeze the legs together. Take one more breath. Then bend your knees. Place your feet down, hip distance apart, parallel. Take the hands to the outer hips. Slide them back just a touch. As you press down the hands, fingers pointing forward, lift your hips up. Pubic bone skyward. Adjust as needed. There's sunshine, make sure you're getting some of that sun. Vitamin D. So nice to feel the sun in our skin in the summer. Just one more breath. Slowly lower down the hips. Extend the legs forward. Sit upright. Point the feet. Big toes close to each other. Arms reach forward. Inhale. Contract the belly, round the back as you exhale, coming down slowly. Maintain the big toes close to each other. Head to floor, hugging knees. Lower the feet to earth. Bridge pose, lift up the hips, sit to Bandhasana. Walk the shoulders close together, palms up. You can interlace hands under hips as well. Or another variation, If you're avoiding the compression between the scapula like I am, reach your arms up and let those muscles, the rhomboids between the shoulder blades, move towards the floor, stretching out as opposed to contracting. We can all imagine a block between our thighs or a stone. When I'm practicing outside, I always like to imagine a nature object as opposed to the current props that we use. Before these props we have today existed, they were, of course, nature elements used to support the practice. So engaging the glutes, squeeze the stone between the thighs, lift the pubic bone towards the clouds, towards the blue sky, and take one more breath, lift the chest a little higher. Slowly lower down the upper back first, the hips last, let the knees touch, and relax your arms. Breathing easily, no forcing, no rushing. We're now moving to shoulder stand. You've got the option of simply elevating your legs for Viparita Karani variation against the wall, or just freestanding like so. If you want to move into a shoulder stand, arms can start by the body. And we lift up the hips, feet come overhead. Walk the shoulders close together. Halasana first, plow pose. And with the hips very high, you can support the back with the palms, fingers pointing upward. From here, we lift the legs. Make sure there's space between the neck and the floor. Inner spiral in the legs, meaning the big toes are closer than the ankle bones. Stay with your breath. Widen the space between the eyebrows. Keep inhaling clarity and expanded awareness. Lifting the hips, lifting the feet, just as needed. And clenched jaw, relaxed tongue. Come out, we'll move back into Halasana, hinging at the hips, the feet go down over the head. Arms can come to floor, can interlace the hands behind the back, arms straight. You can also bend your elbows if you like. Sorry, not the elbows, the knees towards your ears. And then very slowly, make your way down. You can support yourself with your hands in any manner that makes sense to you. Once the hips are down, you use the core to lower the legs straight for more challenge or bent. Once the legs are down, we can hug in the knees. Relax the back. Separate knees wide. Happy baby. Soles up. Grabbing outer edges of feet. Rocking or staying still. Feel free to play around with the legs. Then bring your feet down as wide as the mat to the floor with the knees bending skyward. Open your arms out shoulder height. Take a deep breath. Turn your knees right, your head left on the exhale. Back to center, inhale. Twist on the exhale, knees left, head right. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale lift. Exhale lower. Inhale up. One more time. Exhale, knees right, head left. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees left, head right. Up as you breathe in. Pause in center. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Cross right ankle over left thigh. Pointing the right knee out, flexing the foot. Left foot off the floor. Interlace hands behind thigh or in front of shin. Or you can move into a variation of pigeon, hooking the right foot to the inside of left elbow and extending the left leg forward. You can also, instead of hooking the foot there, just hold your shin in place in a way that is not creating unnecessary pressure on the knee. So the top of right foot is aligned with the center of the ankle, with the front of the shin, with the middle of the patella. Breathing into the hip stretch, a couple more breaths. Lift the left leg straight, bend the knee. You can bring left foot down, right foot down. Pause for a moment. Observe the two sides. And then the left ankle crosses over. Flex the foot, point the knee out. Lift the right foot up in the air. Interlace hands behind thigh, front of shin, or that pigeon variation. Neck long. Observe the alignment again of the foot, the shin, and the knee. And breathe. The leg is straight. Bend your knee. Placing right foot down, left foot down. With both feet down and the knees bent, let's take a moment here to bring the hands to the thighs, close to where they meet the pelvis. And with the heels of the hands, gently press forward into the femur bones. See if you can create a little space there. Maybe you can feel this in the lumbar spine as well. The head is heavy, neck is long, chin slightly into chest. Press into the femur bones with the heels of the hands right where the femurs meet the pelvis. And then slowly As you release, you can find your way into Shavasana for final rest. Positioning the body in a way that is comfortable. And after adjusting, commit to staying still for at least 5 minutes. Practicing surrender. Ishvara Pranidhana. We make the right choices, we take the right actions, and we surrender the fruits of the actions. We know that we have no control over outcomes. We do what is right. And then we open up to life, trusting, soften any extra bit of tightness or rigidity in the physical body, in the subtle body. Allow there to be a relaxed state of awareness. So open and embracing at this moment. Perhaps gratitude. And if you need to encourage the feeling of gratitude by remembering something in your life that you're grateful for, do that. Allow yourself to take a gratitude bath. Feeling of gratitude permeating every cell of your being. Relax into it. Surrender. Surrender to a higher power. You're not in control, and that's okay. And more than okay, that is wonderful. There's a higher power, a higher intelligence behind everything. And in that we can trust and rest. Relinquish the need to be in charge. Be in that feeling of ease, of openness. Perhaps even a feeling of oneness. No separation. stretching out in your own way. Hugging the knees. Roll over to one side. And sit up. Upright spine. Hands together in gratitude. Observe the quality of your presence. How this practice has affected you today. What's shifted. May we continue to move into this day and every situation we encounter with an open heart, an open mind, and a clear, grounded mind.